The recent violation of Estonian airspace by Russian warplanes has once again thrust tensions between NATO and Russia into the spotlight. This brazen act, involving 3 Russian MiG-31 fighter jets, was swiftly intercepted by NATO forces, underscoring the ongoing volatility in the region. But here's where it gets controversial. These jets entered Estonian airspace without any permission and lingered there for a full 12 minutes over the Gulf of Finland, a NATO member's territory. This isn't just a minor border incident. It's a bold challenge to international norms and NATO's collective security. Estonia's foreign ministry in Tallinn didn't hold back, condemning the incursion as brazen and summoning the Russian chargé d'affaires to formally protest the violation. Estonian Foreign Minister Margus Tsahkna described the event as unprecedentedly brazen, emphasizing that Russia's repeated boundary tests and escalating aggression demand a stronger political and economic response. To put this into perspective, Estonia has already experienced 4 such airspace violations by Russia in 2025 alone, signaling a worrying pattern rather than isolated incidents. NATO spokesperson Alison Hart highlighted the alliance's immediate response, stating that NATO intercepted the Russian aircraft without delay. She framed this as yet another example of reckless Russian behavior and NATO's ability to respond, though she refrained from providing further operational details. Meanwhile, the Russian military has remained silent publicly on this specific event, which only adds to the tension and speculation. The backdrop to these incidents is the heightened strain between NATO and Russia since Moscow's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. The situation has intensified recently, with Poland and Romania, both NATO members, reporting breaches of their airspace by Russian drones. Poland's military reported shooting down at least 3 Russian drones last week, with Prime Minister Donald Tusk noting that 19 drones were detected entering Polish airspace. Russia, however, insists these incursions were unintentional, with its defense ministry denying any plans to target Polish facilities. Belarus, a close ally of Russia, claimed that the drones' navigation systems were jammed, causing them to stray into Polish airspace accidentally. Romania also reported a Russian drone detected near its border with Ukraine, prompting 2 F-16 jets to monitor the situation. The drone disappeared from radar shortly after, and Russia has not commented on this incident either. These drone incursions have prompted NATO to pledge reinforcements along its eastern flank, moving troops and fighter jets closer to the border areas to bolster defense capabilities. Fighter jets from the UK, France, Germany, and Denmark are actively participating in air defense missions over Poland, demonstrating NATO's commitment to protecting its members. Just this Monday, a French jet was scrambled in response to a potential Russian drone incursion, though NATO quickly confirmed the alert was resolved without incident. Adding to the complexity, Estonian media reported that during the latest airspace violation, the Russian jets had their transponders switched off, making them harder to track and increasing the risk of miscalculation or accidental escalation. The jets entered near Violating Island in the Gulf of Finland, a sensitive area given its proximity to NATO's eastern borders. Top EU officials have weighed in strongly. Kaja Kallas, Estonia's prime minister and a prominent EU diplomat, called the incident an extremely dangerous provocation. She emphasized that the European Union will continue to support its member states in strengthening their defenses using European resources. Kallas warned that Russian President Vladimir Putin is testing the West's resolve, and stressed the importance of not showing any weakness. Echoing this stance, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen declared that the EU will respond to every provocation with determination, while simultaneously investing in a stronger eastern flank. She made it clear that as threats escalate, so will the pressure on Russia through political and economic means. This series of events raises important questions. Are these Russian incursions calculated moves to test NATO's limits? Or are they reckless acts that risk unintended conflict? How should NATO balance deterrence with diplomacy in such a volatile environment? And what message does the silence from the Russian military send in the face of these provocations? We invite you to share your thoughts. Do you believe NATO's current response is sufficient? Or should the alliance take a more aggressive stance? Could there be alternative explanations for Russia's actions that the media and officials are overlooking? This is a complex and evolving situation, and your perspective matters. Join the conversation below.